store-made rotisserie chicken.
Moist and tasty, they are often injected with a solution.
I love to buy it at Costco. You can get the biggest and most flavorful ones there.
You see them in the supermarket all the time. At the heart of many quick, simple, delicious meals. A rotisserie chicken.
Rotisserie.
Roasted chicken.
Have you ever caught a whiff of roasted chicken and been instantly transported back to your childhood? That golden, crispy skin and savory aroma, it's more than just dinner. Today, we're diving into the nostalgic history of rotisserie chicken, tracing how it became America's comfort bird, from medieval spits to supermarket shelves and that unforgettable $4.99 legend. The practice of roasting meat on a spit goes back thousands of years. Early humans discovered that rotating food over an open flame helped cook it evenly, resulting in a rich, smoky flavor. By the Middle Ages in Europe, spit roasting had become a popular method of cooking large joints of meat, especially in royal kitchens and public squares. In France, specialized guilds known as rotisseurs formed, turning roasting into both a craft and a spectacle. They used wheels, gears, and even animals, such as dogs, to keep the spits turning for hours at a time. By the time chicken became a household favorite in the United States, meal preparation had already begun to reflect changing lifestyles. In the mid-20th century, families gathered on Sundays to cook seasoned chicken slowly in heavy pans, often serving it with gravy and vegetables, a ritual that strengthened family bonds. However, by the 1980s and 1990s, more households had both parents working, and time for elaborate meals was scarce. This shift created a demand for quick, hearty options, and supermarkets responded by offering fully cooked rotisserie chickens at deli counters. Chains like Boston Market led the way, providing a convenient solution without sacrificing the taste and comfort families craved. These ready-to-eat meals made it possible for busy families to enjoy home-style dishes without the effort, turning rotisserie chicken into a staple for modern, on-the-go lifestyles across the country. From medieval kitchens to suburban homes, and finally to giant warehouse stores, the rotisserie chicken has remained a staple, bringing warmth, convenience, and a sense of togetherness to generations of families. After World War II, chicken became one of the most common and affordable meals in American homes. Between the 1950s and 1970s, it was especially popular as a Sunday dinner centerpiece. Families often planned the entire day around preparing and sharing a roasted chicken. Many households followed recipes passed down through generations, seasoning the bird with herbs, butter, and spices before placing it in a heavy pan to roast slowly in the oven. The process itself became a ritual. Cooks basted the chicken regularly, allowing the juices to coat the skin and keep the meat tender. Vegetables like potatoes, carrots, and onions were arranged around the bird, soaking up the flavorful drippings during cooking. The kitchen would fill with the aroma of roasting meat, creating a sense of warmth that drew family members closer together. For many, the anticipation of waiting for the chicken to finish was part of the experience. Children gathered near the oven, peeking through the glass, eager to see when the golden skin would emerge. As the oven door opened, the smell of garlic, butter, and roasted vegetables would fill the room, signaling that dinner was almost ready. The table itself became a place for connection. Plates were passed from one person to family members, shared stories from the week, laughter echoed through the kitchen, and recipes were discussed and adjusted. Do you remember waiting for the oven door to open and the moment when the chicken was finally carved at the table? For many families, Sunday dinners were more than just a meal. They were a time to come together, slow down, and enjoy each other's company. Even today, countless people look back on those dinners as some of their most cherished memories. By the 1980s, life in America was changing rapidly. More households had both parents working outside the home, and long, slow-cooked meals became harder to prepare during busy weekdays. With less time to plan elaborate dinners, families began looking for quicker, ready-made solutions that could still feel comforting and satisfying. Supermarkets responded by introducing hot deli counters that offered fully cooked meals, including rotisserie chickens. These counters became a convenient stop for shoppers who wanted something hearty without the hassle of cooking from scratch. The rotisserie chicken, once a homemade tradition, began appearing next to fresh produce and baked goods as an everyday option. The 1990s saw a surge in popularity for restaurant-style rotisserie chicken, with chains like Boston Market expanding rapidly. Their advertisements highlighted the ease of picking up a hot, seasoned chicken on the way home from work. TV commercials often showed busy parents relieved to find dinner ready, accompanied by smiling families gathering around the table. While convenience made meal planning easier, it also changed the experience of dining. The anticipation of preparing a family meal, the time spent seasoning, waiting, and gathering around the kitchen was replaced by quick decisions at the store or grabbing a box from the counter. Many people appreciated the time saved, but some quietly mourned the loss of the rituals that made Sunday dinners special. Have you ever wondered how much family dining has changed because of convenience foods? Was this shift a blessing that solved hunger on busy nights, or did it take away some of the connection and tradition that meals once brought? In 1994, Costco made a move that surprised shoppers across the country. The company introduced its rotisserie chicken at the price of just $4.99, a figure that stood out in a world where grocery prices were steadily rising. Many customers were shocked and delighted to see such an affordable, fully cooked meal offered at a warehouse store. The low price quickly became a talking point, and people began lining up to grab one of the golden seasoned birds. What made the $4.99 price so remarkable is that it never really changed. Costco's pricing strategy, known as a loss leader, is designed to attract shoppers with unbeatable deals. The idea is simple: offer one highly desirable item at a low price to bring customers into the store, where they'll also purchase other products. Over the years, this strategy proved successful, and the rotisserie chicken became one of Costco's most popular offerings. Today, Costco sells over 100 million rotisserie chickens annually, making it a staple in households across the United States. For retirees on fixed incomes, busy families juggling school and work schedules, and students living on tight budgets, the $4.99 chicken became a reliable and comforting option. Its consistent price offered reassurance, and for many, it became part of their shopping routine. The chicken's appeal wasn't just about affordability, it was about familiarity and comfort. Shoppers could count on the same taste and quality every time they visited the store. Many still remember the first time they saw the price tag, wondering if it was real. Did it feel like a small miracle amid rising grocery costs? Do you remember where you were the first time you spotted that $4.99 chicken? Was it a weekend trip, a family errand, or a quick stop after work? Homemade chicken dinners, especially in earlier decades, were built around slow cooking methods and fresh ingredients. Families often seasoned the bird with herbs like rosemary, thyme, and sage, and roasted it for hours, allowing the flavors to develop fully. The result was a deeply savory, aromatic meal that carried the personal touch of the cook's care and attention. Vegetables are soaked in the chicken's juices, creating side dishes rich in flavor. In contrast, many supermarket rotisserie chickens today rely on brining and injected solutions to enhance moisture and appearance. While these methods help replicate the juiciness of a home-cooked bird, they often use sodium, sugars, and preservatives to compensate for the lack of time spent preparing and roasting the meat. The taste is consistent, but some argue it lacks the depth and character of slow-cooked meals. Along with the shift in cooking methods, many of the rituals surrounding meals have disappeared. Families no longer gather around the kitchen, preparing ingredients together or waiting patiently for the oven to finish cooking. The excitement of storytelling during the meal or passing plates by hand has been replaced by quicker, more functional eating habits. Today's rotisserie chicken fills plates, but for some, it leaves memories less rich than those built around home-prepared meals. As convenience becomes the norm, a question arises. Should nostalgia for these meals be something we actively preserve by setting aside time and effort to recreate old traditions? Or should it be something we simply enjoy when memories resurface? Do you miss the days when homemade chicken dinners were a family event? Or do you appreciate how simple it is to pick up a ready-made meal? In recent years, there's been a noticeable revival of interest in rotisserie-style cooking. Many families have turned to backyard grills equipped with rotisserie attachments, allowing them to recreate the slow-roasted flavors that once defined home-cooked meals. Farmers markets have also grown in popularity, offering locally raised chickens and fresh herbs, making it easier for people to prepare meals with quality ingredients. Home chefs are sharing their techniques across social media platforms, with YouTube videos teaching viewers how to brine, season, and roast chickens step by step. These tutorials have inspired a new generation to take time for cooking, experimenting with flavors, while still embracing modern conveniences. Even when using store-bought rotisserie chickens, families are finding ways to bring back the joy of home cooking. Many add fresh herbs, spices, or sauces to enhance the meal, transforming a quick option into something more personal and flavorful. It's a blending of convenience and creativity, an acknowledgement that tradition doesn't have to be rigid to be meaningful. This resurgence shows that while dining habits have changed, the desire for comfort and connection through food remains strong. People are finding ways to reclaim the rituals of preparing and sharing meals, even in a fast-paced world. Have you tried making rotisserie chicken at home, or do you add your own twist to store-bought versions? Share your favorite recipe or technique in the comments. We'd love to hear how you're keeping these traditions alive while making them your own. The story of rotisserie chicken stretches far beyond the kitchen. It began centuries ago with spit roasting over open fires in medieval Europe, where cooking was both craft and spectacle. In mid-century America, chicken became the heart of Sunday dinners, bringing families together around seasoned, slow-roasted meals. As lifestyles changed, supermarkets introduced convenient options, and chains like Boston Market made it easier to enjoy restaurant-style comfort food at home. Then, in 1994, Costco's $4.99 rotisserie chicken made warmth and nourishment more accessible than ever before. Today, a new wave of home cooks and families is blending convenience with tradition, using backyard grills, farmers markets, and online recipes to recreate cherished meals. Rotisserie chicken is more than just food. It's a reflection of resilience, culture, and connection across generations. What's your earliest chicken memory? We'd love to hear how it shaped your family's story. Share it with us in the comments below.